is
Interactive
Media
Wicker
Park
Music.
Fest.
Thank you.
Thank you. With this is
I'm Erik Paulson.
and I'm Sam. I didn't know your last name was Erik or Paulson.
Yeah. It's I share the name of a senator who shares my name as well, and a martial artist. So
That's how you guys blew up.
That's
Is
how we
that
blew up, is,
everybody's searching
our
Erik
search
Paul-
engine optimization is really good because of those guys. So thank you guys.
I actually interviewed a band that they specifically made their name off of Google's search algorithm. Like, that was the most searched.
Was it that Twin Peaks band or?
No, it was Various Blonde.
Huh. Dang. Huh.
Yeah. So we're here in Chicago. Don't look at that. You look at me. We
Camera
talk.
one, camera
Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3. That's gonna be fun. I'm just gonna split it to each one of those. So, have you been here?
Oh, yep. We've been here a bunch of times. I think the first time we were here to play music must have been 4 years ago? 3 or 4 years ago. 3 years ago.
Where were you before this?
Before
No.
today.
Like, I mean, like 10 years ago.
Oh, before this, I was in
10 years ago.
10 years ago. Today,
Which is still before this.
which was before this,
Yeah.
was I think I was in Minnesota. I was in Bloomington, Minnesota.
Uh-huh.
At let's see here. I was at the Bloomington Aquatic Center. I was probably swimming on a hot July day.
Okay, what about 20 years ago?
20 years ago, I was, let's see here, I would have still been in, oh no, I would have been freshly out the womb, about to turn 1. Things were looking pretty good. I was still bald, probably, and probably cried a lot. But I remember it being a beautiful day, so. It rained for a little bit, but there was a rainbow afterwards, so it was a good day.
Yeah. That was the day that you came from your mother.
No, that was a year, like probably about 9.
So today isn't your birthday.
No, today is not my birthday. It could be.
When's your birthday?
If I was born earlier. It's September 7th, 1997, in the AD. And
After. Okay.
Yep. And
In case people are watching this, like, way down the line.
right, yeah.
Or time travel is like, they take them back and, like, they...
Yeah. That's so this is AD right now.
Yeah. Yep.
For all
2018.
all you time travelers.
Yep. You. I'm really going to just, like, jump cut each one of those. By the way, this is totally uncut. This is... Erik, I don't know you from Adam other than meeting you in 8035.
Right. That's
Yeah.
That was a great year for
Well, not...
that was one of my favorite years, and that was in the BC actually. So
Yeah. 8035. That was crazy.
that was pretty nuts. That was that guy with the long hair was somewhere.
No, I think that was like 33
Oh, I see.
AD.
That's it all after once it gets past like 100.
So you're Buddhist.
I am a Buddhist.
Are you Buddhist?
I'm a Buddhist, and it's pretty cool.
I need some truth out of you. Is your name really Erik?
My name is Erik.
So we got your name is Erik. Do you you like to play music? Do you like video games?
I'm not much of a gamer. I'll play a game of Pac-Man if the arcade is open.
That's the lamest
I'm
game.
usually in school.
That's the lamest game.
I like Pac-Man. I feel like
Like
I
this Call
can't-
of Duty. There's like all these other
those
games.
are all so violent. The Pac-Man is just a peaceful little man who's yellow and
like eats ghosts.
eats ghosts, and I think that's something that's important, because if the material world is haunted by the spirits, then there's no separation of spirit. And
Is this how every interview goes for you?
this is just how I talk. You've met me. I'm a space cadet.
But I mean, like, I feel like any other interview, like, has this like happen or just like?
This is how I am. I feel like if we were talking and there are no cameras here, but hypothetically, if there were 3 cameras here,
Yeah.
that I would be acting
1,
the exact
2,
same
3.
way.
Yeah. So, like, have you been interviewed before?
I have, yeah.
What are the questions that they ask you?
They'll ask, like an interview with cameras or without cameras, because sometimes a job interview, they're like, what's your other work experience like?
Have you been to a job interview recently?
It's been a while. That's
What was the last job interview?
Brugger's Bagels in Bloomington, Minnesota, and
I don't know why
I got
that's
the
so
gig.
Did you have to email them and like email the tour
No, I went right up to the big boss man and I said, listen, I want a job. And he said, come sit over here with me. And then we sat in a booth and talked for a while. And John had an earring, pretty cool guy. And I was like, I would like to work for this guy.
He was a pretty cool guy because he had an earring.
Yeah, I mean, he was he also had the type of demeanor of a guy that you'd want running a bagel shop, I think. He was stern, but not too stern, and he knew how to have fun.
I hope he sees this.
John, if you're watching this, I heard that you're at, Famous Dave's closed. Well, he was at an Applebee's once. I was going to say that he's there now. But,
Is his name John?
John.
Who's your best friend?
My best friend is Erik Millpointer.
His name is also
His
Erik?
name is also Erik.
Does he have an earring?
He does not have an earring yet.
Is he a senator?
He's not a senator or a statesman, but he is a man of the church and a man of the people. And
He's a Christian.
he is a Christian.
That's cool. Are you Christian then?
I'm not. But
Okay.
we get along anyway.
Okay.
Take that as a lesson, everyone.
You pointed out to all of these cameras, and I'm just like, I heard some clicking. So just tell them a story about the first time that you kissed a girl.
I was pretty nervous. I think it was in 11th grade, and it was, it was exactly what.
Okay, that's awesome. That was really cool. I'm glad it was a great experience. So the first time that you kissed a guy.
Kissed a guy was at the Charlie Siren House no, it was at the Triple Rock, but it was a member of the band Charlie Siren. It was Aaron, and I think he was pretty drunk. I was pretty sober, but it was a great time. He was like, "Let me kiss you," and I was like, "You know what? Why not? We're both, just hanging out. We're just
It's totally consensual.
It's totally consensual. It was a great time." And then he next time we saw each other, he was like, "Sorry that I kissed you," and I was like, "You know what? It's all cool."
He apologized?
He apologized. I was like, "Hey, don't worry about it."
So your best friend's Erik. Is he like in the band?
He's not in the band. He
Stay in contact with him.
we were hanging out a couple days ago.
Oh, cool.
He used to sell merch for us on tour sometimes. So that was mainly when we were playing at, as I was telling you.
Don't lose him as a friend.
He's a great friend. I would never lose him, and also he's tall enough where I don't think I would misplace him. So
Yeah.
that's
I feel like he's somebody that could ground you when you start to really blow up.
I mean, he's a.
Because you need one of those guys, right?
Absolutely. I think I'm lucky enough to be affected by gravity like most others, and Erik is also a great. If anything does change with that, he has two arms which would be very capable of holding me down, as they're much burlier than my arms.
We about have the same physique.
I think that you got. Do you have one of these guys popping out there?
Yeah, I do.
Let's should we which camera are we looking at?
That
3?
one. Yeah, camera 3.
Camera 3.
Do you work out?
I run, but my knee's been giving me trouble lately, so.
Mine too. Yeah, I snowboarded and it just absolutely ruined everything.
We are in the Burton store.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't mention that. I guess you could see it. Camera 3.
The logo would pop right here.
Yeah. Well, the logo's everywhere. I don't.
But there's going to be one that you're going to edit in that's going to be right here. I think.
And then I'm gonna also edit in like a little fish right here.
Perfect. Can you do like a dolphin? Maybe that would follow, right?
Okay, so
Here?
here's the fish, and then the dolphin goes what?
It jumps over. It's going to be like kind of like when you're in what's it?
Ocean?
Keynote.
Oh.
And you have the little sliding effect that goes over. So
I was thinking like a bird's eye in like music. You know that the note that like you hold it until it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's,
So you said that you
breathing thing
You said you were in choir for a year.
for a year.
Can we do the do re mi?
We could. I my voice is feeling a little bit. You see how I sing up there? It's not pretty. It's not.
It's pretty, but it's like rough.
It's rough. That's exactly what my choir teacher said. He said, "Erik, it's looking pretty rough."
Say, let's close on this. I think. Hey, Kent, is it almost over? We have like 21 minutes on this camera, and like we got to get it here. Tell them the time that you got de-pantsed for the first time, because I know it happened to everybody.
Depends?
De-pantsed.
Like just pantsed?
Yeah.
So the first time I bought Depends, it was for my grandmother, and it was in Burbank, California, and That's it was what you'd expect. Went to the store.
Okay, that's awesome. That's really cool. We got plenty of time. Did you get it I didn't hear. Did you get everything out? Did your grandma get everything out?
Yeah, I think so. That's what they're for. So
could you send me a picture of your grandma so we could have her right here?
She doesn't show up on film, otherwise I would.
Oh, so Erik is also a vampire.
Yes, it's my movies Twilight have been pretty popular amongst.
You kind of look like that. You kind of look like that guy.
No, which guy?
Edward
Snowden? I did not.
Make the Edward Snowden face.
The Edward Snowden.
Now you got a second then.
He was the guy who was with the NSA.
NSA, Natural Autonomous Association.
Well, he was the one who told everybody the NSA was watching us all. They had cameras everywhere. Edward, the guy from
do you believe that?
Twilight. No. I mean, I do. But I think it's been proven to be true. He was that's I don't know why I said no. I am a conspiracy theorist.
You believe in that stuff?
If I were to take off my hat right now, there'd be tinfoil around my head. So the government can't read my thoughts.
Me too. No.
He's not lying.
I'm not. I'm serious. I have tinfoil under my.
No, I know. That's I was letting everybody else know.
Oh, okay. Because that's an issue, you know. Like some people don't believe you when you say things.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe me when I say that this is the first time I think I've sat next to somebody so similar to me?
That's I believe you. I think that our facial hair looks incredibly similar.
And yeah, and our love for dogs. You love dogs?
I'm.
Do you like food? I like to eat food.
I do like to eat food. That's
so we like to both eat food.
We both eat food. We've been known to eat food.
Do you sleep? Yeah, me too.
If I get a melatonin,
yeah,
pop a melatonin, maybe 20 melatonins, hit the hot tub.
With your doctor's.
With my doctor's note.
Yeah.
I have it laminated so it doesn't get watery.
Have you ever? So you just kind of got out of high school.
I got out of high school 2 years ago.
Okay, so like, do all of the people in your high school follow you?
Or are
they like envy you?
That's I didn't. I'm not sure if any of them made it today, but I really don't. Erik is a guy I keep in touch with.
No, I mean like follow you on Twitter, like Instagram, like.
I'm not sure. I think
that was the guy that like pushed me in the hallway. Why is he commenting on my picture that you're awesome?
No, that happens. Yeah, there's
Really?
people who are like total assholes to me who will like just I'll see them again and I'm like, what are you doing here? You used to make fun of me. You used to like say, why are your jeans so tight, or like things like that, and I'd be like, I don't know.
Were you picked on?
Oh yeah, I was a.
Did you get past it?
I think so. I think
you did too.
I think I made it. I think pulled through the other end. That's But I did get picked on. I was a pretty chubby kid. I when I was in middle school, I was like pretty big, and then I had a lot of trouble with that for a while, and then eventually, as most kids do, I went up and inward, and
became skinny.
I became skinny.
Like that Selena Gomez movie.
Like that Selena Gomez movie. Except that sounds kind of dark. That's I hope that Selena. Oh wait, is it Selena or is it somebody else who's having a hard time right now?
Demi Lovato.
Demi Lovato. I hope that she's doing all right.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about that world, but
do you avoid that?
I like that style of music.
Is that no like drugs? Because it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll. You do the rock and roll part really good.
Rock and roll part. I don't know. I'm not somebody who likes to get too fricked up on all sorts of fucked up things. I'll occasionally have a brewski with the guys. I'll crack open a cold one.
Smoke a cigar.
I've never done. I'm not too big into tobacco, but I'll maybe
you're in Colorado.
Devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm not in Colorado, we'll see.
Yeah. chew on a Mary Jane gummy.
Yeah, that's maybe munch on a Mary Jane nummy.
I was gonna say, watch where you go with that.
Munch on a Mary Jane nummy. Oh, I got you.
Okay. Where are you going after this?
Where am I going after this? In 10 years?
Yeah.
I'm
no, 50 years.
50 years.
You'll be 70.
I'll be.
You'll be 7,000.
Well, everything's going to be VR by then, so I'll be sitting comfortably in my multi-$100 home and
playing World of Warcraft.
Playing World of Warcraft.
Like everybody else in the world.
There'll be graphics cards everywhere, and I'm going to be mining Bitcoin. and it's gonna be really hot in there because I don't buy AC. I just buy more graphics cards when I have extra money. So, and I don't need light either because the graphics cards have little LEDs on them. They're lining the walls, and there's Bitcoin lining my insides of my computer.
Were you funny in high school?
No.
Nobody found you funny?
No.
It was you had to get into like this performance mode.
I feel like in high school I guess.
How are we doing on time? 4 minutes. Okay.
4 minutes. I'd say I was I don't know what people really thought. I think they thought I was fat. They thought I was
So you were bullied. I want to like we got 4 minutes.
I just want to talk about that asshole who came up to me in the 6th grade and said, "Erik," I don't know what he said. I remember actually very clearly. That's how that type of stuff works. Don't bully kids. It's all right though. I made it through that.
Yeah. I thought you were going to go into some kind of like story of like
I could have. Yeah. We have 4 minutes.
Yeah, I know. What I want to get to is that like, you're fresh out of high school, and like a lot of kids are getting bullied.
Mm-hmm.
Could you please? I'm not fresh out of high school. I'm like kind of, but could you echo me when I say you can get past the bullying, and in fact, it makes you stronger. Can we say that, like...
I would agree with that. I would say that you maybe have more of a sense of self if you build one early on. That's maybe. I could be wrong. I could be, right after this, I could be going out and doing something that a...
sports camp and becoming a coach.
I could be a coach of your son's high school basketball team if you email me at megafan122@gmail.com.
Is that really a real email?
It's a couple digits off, but it's based on a real email.
Okay.
Just as all the great realistic fiction works of our time.
Cool.
Based on a true story, just like Harry Potter.
It's a true You're starting to go back in your high school shell. I don't find you funny at all.
It's like, what? You've never watched Harry Potter or read Harry Potter or listened to the audiobook of Harry Potter?
I do that every 4th of July.
That's a good way to be.
I read the Constitution and then I just watch Harry Potter.
You read the Constitution?
Yeah. Do you have it memorized?
I mean,
we should get there. Maybe you should go back to college.
If any of you guys are dean of students at your school, let me know. If you have a full ride for a guy like me.
Me?
Moi? That's I know.
I'm worried that people are going to think that we are not sober. Like, that's why I think that we're so similar, is because if you were to glance at this situation of us having a good time, I think people would be like, what are they on? But we're just having a good, like...
I'm going to recommend...
Did you ever get that? Let me ask you this. Has anybody ever been like, what are you on, whenever you're at a concert and you turn to them and you're like, man, I just listen to the music. I love it.
I mean, people will ask me that in the gas station. I say the same thing. So.
People don't ask me that at the gas station. They ask me,
what are you on, man? And I'll say, you know what? First of all, fuck you. Second of all,
pump number 4.
And they'll ask, why are you on top of the pump, Erik? I'll say, how did you know my name?
Erik, you don't smoke cigarettes. Why are you only doing that at a gas station?
Right. Well, that's I always say tonight it's a special night, and tomorrow I'm gonna stop.
Kent, where are we at?
1 minute. All right, we have 1 minute. Let's make it count.
Okay, so we got 60 seconds.
60. That's 55 now.
We didn't do the do.
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 Do. Do.
Do.
Do.
Do.
Do.
Do.
Do.
Ti la
Do. Do. I only learned the one. I'm still working on the other ones. How many are there?
I don't know.
7?
But I feel like we got like 30 seconds now.
30 seconds.
This is Interactive Media. Subscribe.
It's actually Interactive
Media
at Wicker
Park
Music
Fest.
And your name is Sam, and you're here from
Kansas City.
From
Missouri. I'm from my mother.
Coordinates.
0347. That's the time. Wait. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. You can edit those so yours is last.
I'm not even gonna edit. It's gonna be all uncut. People are gonna. Hey, how you doing? Thank you very much for watching this interview. If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash the like button. Also, subscribe. Ring the bell if you'd like to get notified every time I post an interview. I also post music, original music that I produce myself, and also vlogs. So this channel has a whole lot more to offer. Thank you very much again, and I hope you have a grand day. I hope you have an excellent day. I hope you have a terrific day. I hope you have a grand day. Thank you. Bye-bye.